Damn it. Of course the door's locked.
There must be a key card to open this.
Well, I can't think of a better place to look for a security card than on the...
The security man.
Yes. Poor Lucas. He's still in the walk-in refrigerator.
Let me check his body. You can wait out here, Mrs. Byrne.
I don't mind a little cold, Carla. I hate to think of Lucas in there by himself. I'll let you do it, but I want to see Lucas. It might be the last time.
You're made of stern stuff, Mrs. Byrne.
Thank you, my dear. I'm beginning to think you've got some fire in you as well.
Is that...
Rest in peace, my boy.
I know this isn't easy, but... Wait a second. Was Lucas left-handed?
He was. Why do you ask?
His knuckles are bruised on that hand. I don't think they had time to begin healing. What if Lucas was in the fight before he went into the water?
Heavens, Carla! I knew it!
We can't be certain without Dr. Kat's analysis. It's safer to keep this under wraps for now.
Right. Stay with the Admiral, Carla, in case he finds anything important. Samuel's a good man, but I don't trust him to keep me in the loop.
Of course, Mrs. Byrne. I'll catch up with you in a bit. We found the key card.
Yes, Mrs. Bird has already told me. Well done. Now, let's see if we can open that door.
Uh-oh. I'll still need the security code. Mrs. Bird, any chance you know the code?
I can safely say I know this house's secrets better than anyone. But I never had this code.
And Lucas took it to the grave.
There may be a copy, but I'd hate to rummage through Reuben's study.
Miss Page can handle it while we try to crack the code ourselves. Only you knew Lucas well enough to deduct it, Mrs. Bird.
Okay. I'll look around the study for any clues. Be right back. Where would Reuben keep a security code? I need to find a hidden lock. A secret stash has opened.
earth are you doing here?
Just waiting on an update about Reuben.
You'll be the last to know, Miss Page. Might as well contact your magazine and call your amateur article off.
The comms are down, Miss Frost.
And in other news, Carla has discovered that water is wet. If my satellite phone was working, Reuben would be on the first helicopter out of here.
Actually, the Admiral could get us out.
Nobody else is leaving this place until I say so.
What do you...
Portia, a little help here?
I best not catch you lurking around here again.
That was close. I should hurry back to the Admiral.
I was already considering breaking the door down.
I think I've got the code combination, Admiral.
No kidding. Let's get into the security office then.
Let's try those digits.
Help me get a call out, Miss Page. That radio should be tuned to an emergency frequency.
Sure. Damn! Something's messing up the signal. It's not working, sir.
Sat phone's out too. We should test it to make sure the problem isn't with the unit. Look around for a multimeter, will you? There may be one in Reuben's parlor. Meanwhile, I'll try to find some probes around here.
Marco?
Oh, I thought everyone was asleep.
I'm helping Admiral Wilkinson fix the communications, in case there's an emergency.
Oh my, aren't you a busy bee?
I don't mind. We're all in this together. And as my grandma likes to say, many hands make light work.
Well, I was just on my way to the kitchen for a cup of warm milk. Do you know if there's any news about Reuben?
I saw Dr. Cat delivering him medication through an IV drip.
Really? I appreciate you trusting me with this. That's troubling information. But don't let me keep you from whatever you were doing.
Right. Good night, Margot. Good thing Reuben's prepared in case of a fire.
Well, there you are. The multimeter says the phone is fully functional. I had a closer look at the radio, and everything's in order there, too.
Okay. Any other ideas?
Yes, sabotage. Someone must be blocking the signal.
Where could that be happening?
It'd have to be somewhere close. Probably someplace elevated, depending on the tech they're using. And that depends on who's behind it and how much money they have to spend.
Who do you think is behind it?
Could be you, for all I know. Reporters have done worse to get a story.
That's not how I work.
Listen, as long as we're here, let's run today's security footage from the pool patio. Although, it'd help to know the exact time of Lucas's death.
Hold on. I think his watch broke when he fell into the water.
Interesting theory. Bring me the watch, and we'll know for sure.
Back to search Lucas's body then. His time of death is clearer now. I should use this to review the camera footage. The watch stopped at 13:45:20 when Lucas fell into the pool. I should rewind the camera. The video is damaged.
Look for a backup.
What the? No backups either? Bad news, Admiral.
What are the chances this is a coincidence? I'm telling you, there's
There's a what, Admiral?
nothing. Never mind.
What are you thinking, sir?
I'm thinking you should go back upstairs with the other guests, young lady. I've got a job to do.
We have a right to know.
No compromises, Miss Page.
Nancy!
I wish you'd stop calling me that.
I'm just teasing you. Where's your sense of humor?
I must have left it at home.
That's funny. So you did bring it after all.
Are you ready to talk about what happened between you and Jax?
It's like Margot said. Boys being boys.
Are you too old for that nonsense?
Tells that to Trainer. He was clearly intimidated of me talking to his woman.
That's it? What about this business thing?
Ask Trainer. All I know is he's got to be pretty desperate.
Desperate?
Bye, Nancy.
Tomorrow's another day, I guess. Time for bed. Huh. Did I just get a text message? I should head to the master suite. Ruben did send me a code to open this. Ruben, how are you feeling?
I haven't kicked the bucket yet, thanks to Kat.
Well, that's a relief. I'm really glad you called me over. Have you found anything yet?
The diagnostic has shown we're dealing with poison or venom of some kind. I examined Ruben for bite marks, but it must have been something else.
If he wasn't bitten, he probably ingested the poison, right?
Mrs. Bird would never hurt me, if that's what you're implying.
She wouldn't be my first suspect either. It's too early to start pointing fingers. Our best bet is to test the food samples you've collected.
Oh, right. Mrs. Bird has kept them safe and cold in the walk-in fridge.
Please, keep our visit a secret among the guests, Carla. But do let Mrs. Bird know that I'm doing better.
Sure. I'll try to set her mind at ease. Is he dying?
He's having a seizure. Help me keep him stable. He's stable again, but it's only a matter of time. Forget the food samples for now. We need to detox Ruben first.
All right. What can I do?
We need to prepare a mixture from activated charcoal. My best bet is to ask Mrs. Bird for the ingredients. I'll keep an eye on Ruben.
Say no more, Dr. Cat. First things first, I need to find the ingredients. The main ones are... Okay, one of the items I need is activated charcoal. Looks like a mortar and pestle will be needed for this. Looks like the instructions. I should focus on finding the items first. Would Mrs. Bird still be in the kitchen?
What's the matter, dear?
It's Ruben. The poison is taking its toll on him. Dr. Cat gave me a recipe too.
Oh, good Lord. Let me see it, Carla. That's quite a list. I'll give you a hand with it, dear. What were you planning to get first?
Is there any activated charcoal?
Not much, I'm afraid. I believe Q has some stashed in the greenhouse.
All right, I'll go look for it.
Actually, I should ask Mrs. Bird for mortar and pestle.
Well, look who's here. I didn't startle you, did I?
Not at all, Mr. Trainer. I'm just surprised to run into you here.
Well, I'm staying in the safari suite over there. Hey, have you seen Reuben?
I can assure you that Reuben is alive and recovering.
So he trusted you over me? Ain't that just a kick in the head?
With all due respect, can you blame him?
And what is that supposed to mean?
I don't think Janet is pleased with your outbursts.
Don't act like you get our relationship, Carla. I'm just protective of Janet, that's all.
That's not what I keep hearing, Jax.
Oh, yeah? And what is it you've heard?
That you're involved with some questionable people.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm just trying to...
How about you don't try anything? Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong, or you might lose it.
But I wasn't...
I don't need to deal with this crap.
Oh my. What was that all about? I should hurry back to Mrs. Bird downstairs. Okay, I got the charcoal. Do you have a mortar and pestle?
Yes. I grind all the spices grown on Esperanza. It should be around here somewhere.
That's it. Now I just have to follow the recipe.
Here, Carla. I've set everything up for you on this table.
That should do it. I have to hurry back to the master suite.
I pray this helps my poor Reuben. Give him my best wishes, please. And Carla, find me again later. I have something important to share with you.
Will do. Take care of yourself, Mrs. Bird. Sorry for the delay. I've got the charcoal mixture ready.
Pass it over to me, quickly.
Will this be enough?
It's enough to detox a basketball team. We'll see the effects soon enough. Just have to...
You should really get some rest, Dr. Cat. I can stay with Reuben for a while.
Yes, I suppose a power nap is in order. I'll be in my suite. Please call me in case something happens, okay?
You got it. Hush now. I should soothe the parrot before it wakes Reuben. The birds can sense the storm coming too.
Carla?
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, Reuben.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure my schedule's open. I'll get some sleep later. I'm sorry your weekend turned out this way.
Oh no, it's not all doom and gloom.
Portia told me about the fight and everything else. It's getting out of hand.
Does she know about the camera footage?
I'm sorry?
Well, the Admiral and I checked the pool patio footage. It was either scrambled or missing. I hate to think that Lucas's death wasn't an accident, but...
But it's possible. Damn it. I just don't know who to trust anymore.
Wouldn't you trust Portia to investigate?
Not in our case. I'm afraid Miss Frost is too... And we need someone level-headed to make the right judgment call.
Why don't you ask Dr. Cat?
I trust Kat with my life, but she's already exhausted from taking care of me.
Well, I'm no detective, but I've had a bit of practice at digging up the truth.
I suppose you have no stake in the outcome, nor any reason to take a risk for me.
If someone has tried to murder you, it's in my interest to find out who.
All right then. I trust you to be my eyes and ears from now on. But first, there's something you should know about me, Carla. There's a hidden stash in the study, which...
I know. I'm sorry. I had to go through your desk for the security code.
Oh, I see. Then could you bring me the green folder from there, please?
Of course, Reuben. I'll be right back.
Now this, Carla, is my greatest work. It's a vision of a better world. Some say it's a dream. I'd say it's a reality worth striving for.
That sounds amazing. But what exactly is it?
Truth is, it's the reason you were all invited to Esperanza. When the time comes, I'll reveal it to everyone here.
Wow. I really hope that's soon, Reuben.
So do I. I feel a bit drowsy. Would you mind getting Kat for me?
Will do. Try to get some rest. This project could be groundbreaking someday. I should take a photo. Dr. Cat should still be in the Starship suite.
Well, isn't this a lovely surprise?
Hello, Miss Saint Germain.
Chérie, you really don't need to be so formal with me. We should be friends, oui? Especially with so much happening between these walls.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm just saying that you shouldn't let your guard down so much. Last night, I saw Sam and Mrs. Bird sneaking around and whispering to each other.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
Unfortunately not, but they both seemed so stern and serious. It's a bit suspicious, don't you think? With all these accidents following us?
Hard to say at this point.
Well, I just want you to keep an eye out, Carla.
I'll keep that in mind. I really have to be somewhere else now.
Au revoir, chérie. We shall talk again.
I should call Dr. Cat back to the master suite.
Is Ruben well?
He's okay, but it's best you keep monitoring his recovery.
I'll check up on him in a minute. The worst is already behind us, I think. Do you see my glasses anywhere? I was reading earlier.
Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thanks for helping out, Carla. Would you help me test the food samples later?
I'd be glad to. It's about time we got to the bottom of that pesky poison. I was planning to talk to Mrs. Bird first, though. It sounded important.
Go ahead. I'll find you once I've checked up on Ruben.
Oh, Carla, how is our dear Ruben holding up?
He wanted you to know he's much better and that you shouldn't worry.
Ha! That boy is as strong as an oak. But I'll worry about him till the end.
Anyway, you wanted to talk to me earlier?
Yes, it's about Q. I don't want to confide in anyone else about this, not yet. Last night, Q saw someone going into the jungle. It was dark, so he couldn't see who it was.
Why would anyone go there so late at night?
That's just what I said to Q. I wouldn't even go mucking around in that jungle in broad daylight. There are all sorts of creepy crawlies out there.
What does your intuition tell you, Mrs. Bird?
Someone means Ruben harm. I shudder to think they may be among us, Carla.
Could be an intruder too. But why?
Ruben works on some important projects. I don't know the half of it, but that's why he lives on an isolated island and has had Lucas.
Okay, I'll talk to Q when I get the chance.
Will you join the others upstairs for now? I'll be serving lunch in a while.
There you are, Carla. I've been looking for you.
What's the matter? How's Ruben?
He's doing okay. The medicine has kicked in, so he just needs plenty of rest.
I guess you're ready to test the food samples then.
Indeed. We can get this done before lunch. Do you still want to help?
Of course. Mrs. Bird is downstairs. We can ask her about it all.
Back already? Is everything okay?
We want to test Ruben's food for traces of poison. You stored the samples, right?
Oh, of course. I hid the lunchbox in the walk-in refrigerator.
You don't have to go in, Mrs. Bird.
I know how hard this is for you. It's okay. We'll find the lunchbox ourselves.
Thank you, dear. I'd better carry on with lunch.
Any idea where those food samples are?
Yeah, there should be a lunchbox around here. I have the samples right here, Dr. Cat.
Okay then. I just hope we can prevent another tragic accident.
Actually, would you mind examining Lucas's body with me?
Whatever for, Carla.
I suspect something else happened to Lucas, but I need to find more proof.
Oh my. All right, let's take a second look.
Here are the bruised knuckles. There might be more clues on him than just this. I should look around more. He must have wiped the blood off his hand. He must have... The jacket is torn. Was he in a fight?
Bruises on his knuckles look fresh, so I'd say Lucas had been fighting.
Damn it. There were also signs of struggle by the pool. All of this suggests that Lucas's death really wasn't an accident.
That'd mean there's a murderer on Esperanza.
I hate to think of it, but we should face the facts. What if someone's trying to kill Ruben too?
You may be right, Carla. This whole situation is too bizarre.
I'll get a few photos for proof before we go.
We should let Mrs. Bird in on the situation. She deserves to know.
Did you find them? Oh, I really should have helped.
Mrs. Bird, there's something we need to tell you. I'm afraid we found evidence that Lucas was murdered.
Oh no. Goodness me. Does that mean Ruben is in danger as well?
We think he might be.
What are you waiting for then? Check those leftovers for poison. Please.
We could utilize Ruben's workshop to run the tests.
Yes, it's opposite the security office. Do hurry.
That's the workshop. Looks like Ruben's installed an electronic lock, though.
Oh, well, we'll just... Someone should have a key to bypass this, right?
Perhaps Q has one. He's fixing that window in the club room.
Good call. I'll be right back. Hey, Q. Restoring the room to its former glory, I see.
You bet. What can I do for you, señorita?
It's about Ruben's treatment. Dr. Cat needs to run some tests in the workshop. But we can't bypass that electronic lock.
Ah, see. I actually installed it myself last month. Take the key, Carla. Anything to help Mr. Navarro recover.
Hopefully, this will help me unlock the workshop.
Quick thinking, Carla. Let's head inside.
So, where do we start?
Hand me the food samples, please. I'll prepare them for testing. Thanks. Ruben said there's a Navarro Labs unit test device around here. Would you mind finding it while I set up the samples?
What am I looking for exactly?
Right, sorry. It should be a small handheld device with a scanner. Just attach it here once you find it. Thanks. That's the one. Just attach the unit test device there. Okay, we're in business now. Are you ready to run the test?
You bet. Let's find out what's inside those leftovers.
You seem really excited about running this.
To be honest, I've always been fascinated by forensics. We practiced it a bit back at journalism school, too.
Really? Well, this is going to be enlightening.
I've got this. How hard could it be? Great. I've got the results back.
Let me have a look at the results, Carla. Let's see here. All the results have come out negative, which means Ruben wasn't poisoned with food.
I guess that's a relief, right? But what now?
I'm not sure. Personally, I can't think on an empty stomach.
On the bright side, at least we know the food won't kill us. Shall we head back to the dining hall for lunch?
Sounds like a plan. Thanks again for all your help, Carla.
Nancy! I've missed you.
Can't say it's mutual. How come you look so glum today?
You would too, if you drunk as much as I have.
I'm glad I'm not in your shoes, Freddy. There's a lesson to be learned here.
It's the only thing that I've learned is that I need another drink.
Chérie, you shouldn't be so hard on him.
I'm just returning the favor. An eye for an eye, as they say.
It seems that Mr. Wolf has already left an impression on you.
It's hard for him not to. And it's not the only thing he's struggling with today.
I'll recover. I always do.
I need to speak with Ruben. Immediately.
I'm sorry, Admiral, but that's up to Miss Frost.
Don't you have any power here?
Go easy on her, Sam. She's still upset about Lucas's accident.
It was no accident.
What was that?
Someone murdered him!
What's all the commotion about?
I'm not sure if you're ready to hear this.
Miss Page, don't play games with me. Just spit it out already.
We think that Lucas was in a fight before he died. Dr. Cat confirmed that there are fresh bruises on his knuckles.
What are you saying exactly?
Lucas didn't just accidentally slip and fall into the pool. He was pushed.
What? I doubt there's enough proof for such bold claims.
We inspected his knuckles. Lucas must have punched someone before the accident. And I found a bloody napkin in his pocket, so he still had time to clean up.
Show. Don't tell. As grim as those photos are, Miss Page, you may be right. Is it possible there was a personal attack on Reuben, too?
Well, we've been investigating and...
Miss Frost, I must talk to Reuben.
Nobody is allowed to see Reuben or leave the island until we know exactly what's going on. No exceptions, Wilkinson.
Ha! You're a civilian with no authority over me. You should think very carefully about who you're speaking to.
I have. Your title doesn't scare me one bit.
This fiasco ends now. I'm preparing my boat for departure tomorrow so that I can get some actual help for Reuben.
For a high-ranking official, you sure are making a quick getaway. I suppose that's all you do back at the office.
Think twice before you pull the trigger, Miss Frost.
Next time, I will.
Don't be selfish, Mr. Captain. Take us off this island, too.
I'd like to leave too. Please? It's not safe.
Oh, I think everyone would love to sail away from here. Someone has to take care of Reuben until backup arrives. I'd rather stay.
I'd like to come on board too, Admiral. Reuben needs all the help he can get. And we can't do much about that while we're stranded on this island.
Woo! That's my girl.
The journey isn't going to be easy, not with the storm on our tail. And there's only so much space on the boat. I'll take 2 of you, but no more.
What are your criteria for taking someone on board?
I don't have a preference. Anyone is welcome to sail with me.
So what? We'll just draw straws to decide?
Something like that.
I'm sure there were some toothpicks back in the foyer. I'll go get them.
Off you go, then.
I'm getting Jack's. Everyone who wants to leave should get a chance.
Well, I won't interfere with your plans. I'll be downstairs.
Miss Page, did you find the toothpicks?
Yes, they're right here. But before you take off with 2 of the guests, I just need to ask you something about yesterday.
you spoke with Mrs. Bird late last night. What was it about?
This really isn't the best time to discuss it.
Well, I don't see a better opportunity.
Then you're blind. We're not doing this here. We can speak afterward in my castle suite. It's right next to Mr. Wolf's. Now, for goodness sake, give me the toothpicks. All right then, folks. Pick a straw and keep it to yourself for now. The longest ones are your tickets off Esperanza. Miss Page, all of this was your idea, so you pick first.
Excuse me. I'm gonna rest in my room. All this has been exhausting.
That's everyone. Moment of truth, people. Show me what you've drawn.
Typical. So much skill, so little luck.
Well, it could have gone either way.
Now I can do my part and help Reuben.
Bien! The wheel of fortune has turned my way.
The decision is final. Let's not make a scene here, all right?
Can I have a word with you, Carla?
Honestly, I'd rather avoid getting yelled at again.
Oh, come on. That ain't what I wanted to apologize for lashing out in the garden. I just lost control. Janet gave me an earful about it, but damn, she always sets me on the right track. I know you're looking out for Reuben as much as I am. Will you forgive me, Carla?
This isn't enough to get you off the hook, Jax.
All right, I get it. Don't let me pester you any longer, then. Guess I best get packing for that boat trip. See ya, Carla Page.
Bye, Jackson. I have to talk to the Admiral before he leaves.
Oh, hello. I just realized something, señorita.
What's troubling you, Q?
I must have left this water hose out after I cleaned the pool. If Lucas tripped on it, and I could never forgive myself.
The situation is much worse than that, Q. We've connected the dots, and it seems that Lucas was murdered.
Dios mío, who would do such a thing?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Mrs. Bird mentioned...
You there? I called out, but the howling wind drowned out my voice.
I'll take a look later, Q. I have to speak to the Admiral before he sails away.
See, I saw him heading through the gate. Please be careful, Carla.
Yep, that's the Admiral's castle suite. It's unlocked. Admiral? Admiral! Thank goodness. He's still alive. This looks bad, but I can't help him without Dr. Cat. She must still be resting in her suite. I must find Dr. Cat immediately. It's an emergency, Dr. Cat.
What's happening?
Someone knocked out the Admiral. He's lying unconscious in his suite.
What? That's awful. I'll grab my kit and head straight to him. And we'll need some ice, Carla.
Of course. I'll check the walk-in fridge.
Great! There's an ice machine right here. This machine can dispense ice. It's not working. Maybe there's something I could do to fix it? I think that's done the job. Let's see if it works now. Nothing to put the ice in. I should find an ice bag. This one should be large enough to fill it up. All right. I best hurry back to the castle suite. Huh. It's already dark outside.
Did you find any ice?
Yeah, I've got a whole freezer bag.
Pass it to me, please. He'll survive. He'll just have one hell of a headache when he wakes up. Still, it's beyond my understanding who attacked Sam and why.
The last thing Portia said to the Admiral did come off as a threat.
I agree, but don't you think it's too much of a coincidence?
Yeah, maybe it is, but I still wouldn't take it off the table. We'll figure this out later.
That's right. We can't leave Sam lying on the floor now. Can you find someone to help us lift him into bed?
Sure. I'll look around the mansion.
Hey, listen, fella. I doubt you can take another hit to your tiny head.
Back off, man. I ain't apologizing for it.
There's enough to deal with around here. I really don't want another fight breaking out.
Don't worry. It wouldn't be much of a fight anyway.
Breathe in, Jax. This isn't worth it.
I'm calm as they come. I just need to hear an apology now.
Well, there's no apology coming, so deal with it.
Honestly, we have bigger issues than your petty fighting. The Admiral's just been attacked by someone.
What? When the hell did that happen?
You're being serious, aren't you?
I'll explain later, but I need one of you to come with me now. Jax, will you help me out?
Damn right I will. Just point me in the right direction.
Leaving me out again? That's a little harsh.
Sorry, Freddy, but I just need a hand from one of you. Follow me, Jax. I've brought some help.
Well, I'll be damned. How's he holding up?
He's alive, so I'd say he's doing all right.
Once we find out who did this, I'll fully return the favor.
I understand how you're feeling, but we should still take the high road.
And risk one of us dropping dead? Not a chance.
There are better ways to deal with this situation, Jax.
I'll stay here for a while to monitor Sam, but I also have Reuben to attend to. Someone needs to look after the Admiral while I'm gone.
I can keep an eye on him, Dr. Cat.
Hey, you brought me here for a reason. I'll guard the Admiral.
Since that's settled, let's get the Admiral into bed. Right then, I'll support his head. Can you manage the rest, Jax?
Sure, I'm as strong as they come.
Steady now. Thanks, Jax.
Just glad to do my part. Give me a shout when you need me here.
Will do. So, what do you think happened to Sam?
No clue. I think I'll look around and take a few pictures first.
I'll keep an eye out for anything odd, too.
Is that window supposed to be open? A ripped piece of cloth. It might belong to the culprit. I should grab a photo.
Carla, did you lose an earring?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, I found one lying on the ground. Called me old-fashioned, but I doubt the Admiral wears jewelry. Take a look. So what's your take on this?
Well, the Admiral was hit on the back of the head. It looks like the intruder snuck in and attacked the Admiral from behind. Did they intend to kill the Admiral, but failed? Maybe they just didn't expect me to show up. The intruder went through the Admiral's things. But why? I wonder if they got what they came for. And they left in a hurry. That's why this earring might be a very big find, Dr. Cat. It could lead us to the attacker.
Whose earring is it, though? Perhaps Mrs. Bird would know.
Good idea. I'll find her and ask about it.
The garden would be a good place to start, I think. Mrs. Bird enjoys sitting there in the evenings.
Thanks. Evening, Mrs. Bird.
Hello, Carla. What brings you out here?
I need your opinion on something I've found.
I'll help if I can, dear. Can you show it to me? An earring? I don't understand, Carla.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing earrings like this?
Can't say I have. Why do you need to know?
I just thought it was an interesting earring, that's all.
Spill the beans, my dear. You wouldn't be asking around for no reason.
Okay, I promise to explain later. Could you find out who's lost it?
I can snoop around, but there's just one problem. Someone left me a threatening note, Carla.
When did that happen?
Well, I found it in the kitchen half an hour ago. God knows when it was planted.
Have you still got the note?
Yes. right here on the table. I think the threat is aimed at you too, Carla.
Whoever it is, they know we're onto them.
A threat's still a threat. And I'm not going down without a fight. I just need something to protect myself with.
What do you have in mind?
I know that Lucas had a blackjack in his room.
Why would you choose a blackjack?
It's a blunt weapon, and I'm not planning on killing anyone.
If you say so. I'll bring the blackjack from Lucas's room then.
Thank you, Carla.
Listen, I can't help myself sometimes.
Damn it, Jax. You're not the same man I fell in love with. You've changed.
Love. I thought that word was gone from your vocabulary.
I've had enough of your stupid insults. Were you just listening in on us?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear a thing.
That's the worst lie I've ever heard. And to my face?
If there's anything I can do to make things better...
There is. Don't tell a soul what you heard. What are you even doing down here?
There's always more to see around the mansion, right?
Well, be on your way then.
The blackjack is somewhere in here. Maybe behind the folding screen. I found that blackjack you asked for, Mrs. Bird.
Oh, let me see. That's the one. Much appreciated, Carla.
No problem. Isn't it odd that Lucas had a vintage blackjack, though?
Oh, not at all. I asked him to keep it safe.
I'm not sure I follow.
I haven't always prepared dinners and dusted surfaces, Carla. But that's a story for another time.
As you wish, Mrs. Bird. I need to go and check on the Admiral.
Give him my best. And do stay safe, Carla.
Oh, Carla, What a lovely surprise to see you here.
Where's Dr. Cat?
I believe she's monitoring Ruben's health. Bless her.
Jax was supposed to watch over the Admiral. Where's he?
I couldn't trust someone so ill-tempered to look after Sam, you know? Go get some rest. I've got this covered, really.
I'd prefer to stay and look after the Admiral myself. Actually, I insist.
Have it your way then. I didn't come here for a cat fight.
If I need any help, I'll just...
Oh, Sam! Don't you move a muscle now!
What? Aren't you a surprising duo to find?
Admiral, how are you feeling?
Like I've been on the roller coaster of a lifetime.
You were hit on the back of the head, Admiral.
Attacked, you mean? Someone really doesn't want me getting off the island. Which only confirms that I need to sail to the mainland, and soon.
In your condition? Are you sure?
Absolutely. I just need to rest a short while. My head is splitting, and I left my aspirin in the dining hall.
I'll go grab it for you. Just stay put.
Watch your back, Carla. You never know who's still lurking around.
You're all fishy. Anyone here could be the killer.
Stop saying that, please. Just calm down.
Yeah? Tell that to your country boy.
You want to settle this, Wolf?
Get a hold of yourselves. What a joke this is.
You know what's really funny, Portia? Nobody's leaving the island now, just like you wanted. Ain't that just fine?
Jax, use your head for once. You think I did this?
You sure are twisted like that.
Whatever I say, it just falls on deaf ears.
We should not let this push us over the edge.
I've had enough of y'all's faces. Come on, Janet.
I'm gonna go chill with some video games.
I better find the Admiral's aspirin before things get heated again. I shouldn't keep Admiral waiting any longer.
Ah, Miss Page, have you found my pills already?
Among other things, yes.
Would you mind dissolving them for me? There's a cup and some water on the table.
Sure. I need to pour some water and put the aspirin in the glass. Aspirin's ready. I can give it to the Admiral.
I suppose I need to start moving a little.
Admiral, you should stay still.
Don't worry about me, child. Just hand me the aspirin. I would have walked this off back in the day.
It's all right, sir. You still need to recover your strength.
Honestly, I thought you'd be a liability, but you've proven me wrong.
Perhaps you'll tell me about the security footage then?
It wasn't completely damaged. I managed to rewind it to a few intact frames. Lucas is captured, wiping his knuckles while talking to someone.
We found a bloody napkin on his body, so that makes sense.
You're missing the point. Lucas was known to whomever killed him. Unfortunately, the other person wasn't in the frame.
Are you saying it was one of the guests?
Everyone is a suspect until we connect the dots. And that includes the staff. In fact, I had my doubts about Mrs. Bird. She was right at the center of the crime scene.
Have you confronted her about it?
Of course. She was insulted by the accusation, but her story checks out. Mrs. Bird escorted Freddie to his suite shortly before the incident. He was then left unattended as Mrs. Bird went to tidy the Starship suite. His absence fits the time frame of Lucas's death.
I found an enamel pin from his jacket in the pool grate.
That raises a few eyebrows, but it's hardly proof. Lucas was always a thorough security officer. Chances are he ran background checks on us. I reckon we might find something on Mr. Wolf, too.
In the security room. It's worth a shot.
Be subtle about it, Miss Page. Just bring me any documents you find.
If I was a classified file, I'd probably be hidden under a lock and key. If there's going to be any classified info in this room, it'll be in here. Lock. Check. Key for the lock? Not so much. If there... Hey! That's a key! I found a key, and I know where the lock is. Time to put the two together. No. That went south. I should report back to the Admiral.
Well, any luck snooping around?
You were right about the file, but Portia snatched it away from me.
And you just let her keep it?
I didn't exactly have a choice, Admiral. I still managed to take a peek at Freddy's profile. Apparently, his girlfriend died in an accident.
An accident just like Lucas's death?
Freddy is a lot to handle, but I wouldn't think he was a killer.
I've learned to expect the unexpected in my line of work. People are usually capable of more than they let on.
Well, Freddy also started partying heavily and getting into debt. Maybe he's just numbing the pain? Losing a loved one is a heavy burden.
Never dismiss the lengths a grieving person can go to, Ms. Page. Regardless, there's no evidence that Freddy hacked Ruben's security. Yet. He's been avoiding me like the plague, so it wouldn't hurt to question him.
Let me try. Lately, he's been opening up to me a bit. I think he's gone to play some video games?
He should be in Ruben's game room, right by the parlor.
All right. I'll try to get his side of the story. Hey, Freddy. What are you up to? I just want to ask you a few questions.
An interrogation? Really?
Oh no. It's just two people talking. You know.
Yeah, right. Fool me once, Nancy. Okay, I'll bite. But only if you do me a favor first.
Let's get this over with then.
You want the easy one? Or the challenge?
What's the easy errand?
Before this went to hell, Ruben saved me a bottle of 2016 Silvaner Rheinhessen. He's nice like that. I bet it's still in the wine cellar downstairs. Can you get it?
Wine cellar? Fine. For the sake of getting answers, I'll bring him that bottle of wine from the cellar. That should be the wine cellar. Best if I turn on the light before I go down there. All right. I'm in a wine cellar, looking for a specific bottle of wine. Sounds easy enough. I could pull the brick out with a tool. Yep, that's the wine Freddy was whining about.
got your poison right here, Freddy.
Oh yeah? Let me see the label. Now, it's time to face the real challenge.
What? You said one favor, Freddy.
You want those answers or not? Thought so. I'm off my game today, so I need you to beat this level for me. Can you?
Just watch me. I've played my fair share of games.
Let's not get too cocky now, Nancy.
Okay, all I have to do is beat a level on his video game. How hard could it be?
Whoa! Where did those skills come from?
I just refuse to give up or accept failure. You know.
Don't I know it by now? Go ahead with your questions then. I'm an open book.
Are you good at software, or is it just video games?
No, all that other nerd stuff goes over my head.
Maybe you know a thing or two about cameras?
You'd be surprised. I actually had security cameras installed back at mine. Thought I could do it myself. But 2 hours later, I ended up calling a guy to take over. Why are you asking? I'm just not good with that kind of stuff.
But you're great at winning football medals, right?
Hell yeah! Ruben wouldn't be paying top cash for my collection otherwise.
Sounds to me like you're hoping to bury your past.
I do what I want, or my name wouldn't be Freddy Wolf.
I hate to ask you this, but how did your girlfriend die?
How the... God damn it, Nancy! You just had to go digging.
You can tell me the truth or I can dig deeper.
I was a drunk idiot with road rage, alright? The car spun out of control. I got away with a concussion. But Elena, she didn't even make it to the hospital.
That's horrible. How come that wasn't on the news?
My managers buried the whole thing. It's just bad publicity, they said. But who cares? That I got to live with it, right? That just ain't fair. I know you think I killed Lucas, but you never sought to question the gardener.
Q? What about him?
Well, I saw Q and Lucas arguing when I first arrived, right by that damn pool. Now just leave me be, okay?
Huh. I guess I'll have to follow this up for the Admiral. I think I've just received a new message.